وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I did not create jinn and mankind except so that they would worship me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran. This is an ayah that a lot of people get confused. What does that mean? Does it mean that I have to be in a consistent state of worship and praying and fasting and doing dhikr and reading Quran and studying about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Or, as our scholars mentioned, it really means that anything that you do in your life, line it with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from you and make it for His sake, make it for the sake of the betterment of human beings. However, there's something deeper in here that we need to touch on in terms of understanding ya'budun, worship me. And to do that, we have to understand the root word. So the root word is abada. And abada denotes softness and submission. So it is really to be, when it comes with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's to be in that state of humbleness, in a state of surrender, in a state of, Ya Rabbi, I'm taking everything that you're giving me and I'm accepting it. We human beings have a problem with this concept. We don't like the aspect of surrender because we feel it strips us from our power of choice, from freedom, from our ability to think and to make decisions on our own. To understand this, there are actually two main misconceptions that are embedded in two realities that we forget. The first reality is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the divine, the creator of this universe, the one who knows everything, His way is always going to be the way. It is what matches reality. What He wants and intends is what happens in the world. So when we resist that, we're really resisting reality. And when we resist reality, we suffer. Our resistance to what is happening makes us suffer. So when I ride that wave, when I ride Allah's wave, and I accept it and I surrender myself to it, that makes ease in my life. And then I can deal with my issues within His way. And it's much more smooth for us. So that's one reality. And that leads us to the second one, which is basically, does that mean that I'm just like muted and I don't do anything? Well, we have to understand something very well. We are going to surrender to something no matter what. If I don't surrender to His way, I'm going to surrender to my own perspective, which has been accumulated through my knowledge and my experiences and my understandings, which is not to be underestimated, and from my, the social construct and whatever it's feeding into me. But I have to understand, if I surrender to this, I have to compare it with the surrendering to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When I surrender to this, my perspective is short-sighted, it's limited. It's basically fed only by my own understanding. It's looking for some short-term concept. It's not looking for something long-term. Versus Allah's way is more unlimited. It's infinite. You're talking about the one who knows everything. What's my knowledge in comparison to His? Now, logically, we all understand that. None of us have any problem with what I'm saying. But when it comes to reality, it's very hard for us. Very hard for us when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants something and His way is going in one way and we want something else. To give up our view and our way and surrender to His, it's very hard. But when I say, this is Ya Rabbi what I want to be, because I believe that your way logically means that it's better, long term, you know better than me and you have my best interests more than me, that's when I practice and train myself just like, okay, I'm going to ride this wave, Ya Rabbi. I'm going to ride your wave. And I'm going to give up mine, the short-sighted one, the limited one, and I'm going to go with yours that is unlimited, that is for my best interest. That's what abid is.